This vote could fundamentally change how Canadians defend their homes. In a decisive move, Conservatives have adopted a motion supporting Castle Law, allowing lawful self-defense against uninvited intruders. Supporters say it's about protecting families. Critics warn of dangerous consequences. Let's break down exactly what just happened.
Thank you. Nicholas Gaudette, Wellington, Halton Hills. When the Conservative Party returns to government, we need to have a clear policy on Canadians' ability to defend themselves in their homes. The Castle Doctrine of self-defense law restores faith that our system won't punish you for defending against an uninvited intruder in your home. Too often, the victims are punished by the legal process itself, while offenders benefit from an inverted priority of a liberal justice system. Reasonable force ought not be measured be a measure of the innocent homeowner's actions in the heat of an incredibly stressful moment, but rather be considered.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, we have to be incredibly tight on the time today. I apologize in advance for cutting people off, but we do have to be pretty rigid. The no microphone. If there's someone who wants to speak against this? No?
No. What? He was here first.
Okay, we'll go back to the yes microphone.
Sean Glansborough River. So I would believe that we should support this policy over the fact of realism. We can only expect two things in terms of realism. One, we're not going to ask the homeowner to give up their belongings to a criminal who is invading their home without their consent, of course, right? And second of all, we're not going to expect these criminals to come unarmed. They're going to come armed, and they're going to cause havoc. So, as my MLA and Premier Danielle Smith said, if you don't want to get shot or beaten up, do not enter.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Last call for a no intervention on this policy? Okay. I'm not sure if we need a rebuttal if there's no nobody speaking against.
I'll take my rebuttal time.
Okay. We'll go back to the yes microphone to rebut the non-intervention from the no microphone.
Thank you, Andrew.
This is important because removing the assessment of reasonableness of force from law, it's not because we condone acting first and asking questions later. It's because the assessment of reasonableness is the playground for the Crown to make victims suffer the consequences of defending their homes and their families. Uninvited intruders should reasonably expect Canadians to defend their families with any force necessary once they cross the threshold. Imagine yourself in that position. So let's make our homes safe and give real self-defense rights to Canadians. Thank you.
All right. Okay. We will now turn on the machines. So if you are in favor of this proposal, please vote accordingly. And if you're opposed, same thing. And I will give you a 10-second warning when we're about to close the machines. Alors, c'est le temps pour voter. Alors, utilisez vos machines et comme j'ai dit, je vais vous donner un avis quand il reste 10 secondes.
Opponents raised concerns about escalation and misuse, claiming Castle Law could increase violence rather than deter it. They warned that expanding self-defense rights may blur the line between protection and vigilantism. Supporters pushed back hard, noting that Castle Law applies only to unlawful intruders, not random confrontations. They argue criminals already ignore the law, while homeowners are left defenseless by it. Despite opposition, the motion passed, marking a major symbolic victory for Conservatives and crime-focused policy reform. While this motion does not immediately change the criminal code, it sends a powerful political signal. This vote adds pressure on the government to clarify self-defense laws and address growing public concern over safety. For many Canadians, this debate is no longer theoretical, it's personal. Should Canadians have an unquestioned right to defend their homes? Or does Castle Law go too far? Let us know what you think in the comments.
And voting is now closed. On va fermer les machines. So it clearly passed the first threshold, and there is a double majority. So this is now officially adopted. Thank you to our friends at Wellington Halton Hills.